Alright, mission 3. This is the brother of the previous guy, who is a tough cookie, smart and strict, and can help his town get through hard times. But the storm has passed. Many houses, including his, have been destroyed. Now we've unlocked the quarry, which, if you're wondering what the rocks from the previous mission were about, oh yeah, and yeah, it's the decree tutorial. So this makes them work slightly less efficiently, but more people. This makes less people, but they're unhappy, and then this, less food, unhappy. An objective, have 40 stones to repair his house. So as you can see, it's... yeah, it had no chance. It was very pretentious, impractical. So we'll have to fix it up, and we'll have to gather the materials from here. Now we do start with a farm. Not placed very well, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get 2 people working on each for the time being, and then get chopping. We need more wood. 0 available beds, but that's fine. Place down a nice house. So the objective is just live and have 50 people. We start with 27. 35 days should be more than enough. We don't need this edict unless we use this. Now, food is running low. Activate rationing. People don't like it. Happiness is a bit low. Especially with how there is the homelessness problem. And yeah, that is a problem. And you might notice on this map, there's not that many trees, because they all got blown away by the storm. The idea is, instead of so much foraging, you're supposed to use the farms. Not to say you can't forage, but it's just, you know, ration food, get through the crisis. Prioritize these tomato fields. Oh, house incoming. That'll solve some of the homelessness problem. Unassigned from there, and then make him build. We need to get more foraging. Even though we are rationing, it's still not enough. Food running low, prioritize, prioritize, prioritize. Food is low, but we're not starving. However, happiness is falling. So that's something that we'll have to work on. As well, we'll also have to start chipping away at these rocks. Two quarries because it's not possible to get all of them in one quarry, so may as well make it look nice. And then, let's see, 6 for the nice house, and then for each of these. Do they even require planks? No, they don't, so unassign this. Get in building. Followers are not happy? Stop rationing. Let the happiness build back up. Build back better, one could even say. And then also put a stockpile over here, just help with the quarries and the foraging and all that. On a sign, we really don't need that much wood. No reason to gather excess wood. It's completely unnecessary. Okay, and then deprioritize. No need to build too much stockpile, but just add more later when we can. 7 people are hungry, you have 7 available food. Things are truly working. Foraging is not as good as it is, but the harvest is not coming yet, so. Okay. Yes. Okay, some people are hungry, but that's dissolved. Okay, now they're hungry. Activate rationing. 2 grew into adults. Harvest mushrooms. Now we have more food, then we have hungry people, but again, we have to make sure that more people don't become hungry, so don't turn off the rationing just yet. But hey, a little bit of hunger is expected. We're rebuilding after a storm. It's to be expected. That some measures will have to be taken. Aside from there, and let's see, where else? Where could they be used? Over here, and over here. Just keep juggling. Wherever the mushrooms run out, more will grow somewhere else. Just move them over there. The tomato harvest will be soon. Farms are almost in peak condition. If not for the bad layout, I would assign a 3rd worker, but there's no point, so I'm not going to. Alright, 2 grew into adults, and they're going right into this forage rot. Now, again, food is very low, but nobody's starved. And tomatoes will grow soon. It takes time for them to grow, but that's fine. Okay, now that there's the homeless, I'm gonna deactivate that when I can. No, You can't turn them off immediately. You gotta wait about 3 days, I think, for each decree to, well, edict, I mean, to get them off. But then I mean turned off. Oh yes, some are unhappy. I'll just move on to these. Because of the homelessness plus ration, that happiness gets applied to the kids so they're unhappy. Wait, notice, exact same number, but there we go, house built. And tomatoes are coming in. Next up, we'll start on the quarry so we can get the 3 stones for the house. And I'm not activating the love each other decree because too many kids, well, I already have that problem of too many kids. They'll just steal all of the food and they'll send divorce for it. It's a trap, don't do it. Don't get a baby boom. They are wildly unsustainable. Like, look at that, 5 unemployed. What am I going to do with these? Oh, into the quarry they go. Now in this mission we can't do anything with the stone because we are focusing on recovering from the storm and just returning to a normal level. Aside from this, gotta repair this, but that'll happen after the mission's done. After the mission's done, we'll be able to devote attention to building it, is the idea, I think. Baby born. Another house. Alright, quickly get these quarries done. That way they'll get all the rocks cleared so I can farm in space. And it may not look like it, but as these rocks are harvested, they do actually get smaller and smaller. It's just, you might not notice it. But they do get smaller and smaller until they stop existing, so. And yeah, these trees are just blocking the way. We can actually chop them. I built that just to chop that. This, you actually can reach it, maybe? No, you can't. It's not choppable. Okay. Food's fine, just need more people, more stone, and to wait out the clock. stone is coming along nicely. Now, no, I don't actually need this many people on the farms, but what else am I going to do with the people? Exactly. More people are being born. Get some housing. I'll just queue up a whole row. I probably don't need that much housing, but may as well. And then over here, shop. I just need the wood to get moved. Come on, just okay. Elliot, you had one job. Yeah, just put them all in here. Get that chopped. Yes, we do have enough stone because we got all of that chopped, but we'll keep picking away at that. Plenty of food, but no need to activate the baby movement. No need for that. Just get available beds, and the people will spontaneously solve everything. Here is a bit disorganized. It's very obvious the storm blew through here and just ruined everything aesthetically, but figure that out. Put a bit of row. A bit there, a bit there. Alright, now get this demolished. Get this demolished. Cart the materials away. Now, I absolutely do not need more food. It's completely unneeded. But it just makes sense. Like, you know, they've had direction a couple times, so they would naturally be a little overzealous about cultivating tomatoes. Their only food source. Like, just makes sense to me. Plain-looking rock polished into a plain-looking stone that's used to create surprisingly fancy-looking buildings. And yes, because of the way the tomatoes farmland works, this will all merge into one unit. The tomato field. I could even plant more out here, but it would be completely pointless, so I'm not going to. And then over here, yeah, what's the point? Look, the rocks are getting pretty small. Would this field actually be cultivated in a real life scenario? Like, would they actually place that over there? Probably not. Probably not. Probably clear the rocks first. But yeah, look at the mega field. It's not even in its final form. Take those guys off. Yes, we do have unemployment. And the reason why they're prioritizing the fields is because of the merge priority thingy. So the solution is simple. Manually prioritize the farm. That won't plug all of the employment hole, but it'll resolve 99% of it. Well, actually, I don't know how much percent it would be because I'm not going to run those numbers. But yeah, now we just have to wait. We have the people, we have the stone to repair this. We don't, you know, and like, again, in a real world scenario, we would just rebuild this right now, because we have the spare people, but any low food indicator just means the tomatoes have not come in yet. And then we'll start demolishing this quickly. And maybe I could put one over here. Could chop the trees, put this in there. Could put this here, chop one of a few trees, demolish that. Could fit a few more in here if we chop the trees, but you know, I think I'll be a responsible steward of the environment. And not plunder too much. Now the trees, I did completely demolish those. I mean the rocks. Yeah, I did demolish the rocks. I did in fact do that. But look, the tree already grew into the rangeless. Yeah, the tree saplings aren't just here for effect. They will eventually grow into trees. If you just give it time, then the course will right itself. Let's see. I'll put it there for fun. It does not help me get the most efficient use out of the space, but again, this is a community that has had several food rationing attempts, and yeah, they've had to ration food, and we've been gone hungry some nights, so they would probably be a little paranoid and overbuild, as they do. Plus, I have the materials, and trees probably aren't going to grow here for a while. Everyone's well fed, everyone's housed, and actually we're running low on beds. Yeah, the population just keeps growing. Looking right up to the trees. This isn't optimal. You want... This isn't optimal. Some is growing in, while some is getting harvested. But what can I do? 3 more babies born. Yeah, you don't need this edict if you just don't use this edict. And you don't need this edict if you use this edict. However, in the future, there are other edicts available. This guy has these edicts because of how he is, but other leaders have their own edicts. Not all carbon copies. Which I think is a good thing. This also isn't choppable because it's in the wood and then in the water. Yeah, see, you can't reliably walk across, you can't chop it. I think is the idea. Yeah, we just need to wait another 5 days and to not have a mass population die off. 4 kids grow into adults. We'll have a few loafers. We'll have some unemployment. That's fine. Eventually, they, seeking opportunities and feeling bad about their lack of contributions, or even just, feeling ambitious, wanting to make their way in the world, as people do. They'll sail off to some other islands and repeat the cycle. I don't need to fuss too much about providing employment here. They can handle themselves. We have mountains of food from the farms. else could we possibly ask for? Man, they are just determined to fill these houses. Wishing it would rain. Shameless vegetating, having nuclear goals. Procrastinating. Working. What the heck, I'll just ignore the complaints about, oh, there's no mushrooms for us to harvest. Just to get him doing something. Well, there's not much more time left, so we'll start the tour. So we've got the forest. It offers its produce and to us, and in return, we let it be. We don't chop it. Over here, a few scattered trees. The storm did a number on this bit of forest, and we did chop it a little bit, but I've left it alone. Now it'll regrow. Got the community. Storm probably bulldozed some people's houses over here, but we've returned it to farmland. Put all the houses over here, further away from the coast, further away from danger. Plus, crops being near water is probably good for them. Then we've harvested some stones that were practical to harvest, these giant boulders. We're just going to leave them alone. If we tried chipping away at them, they might roll over and demolish the entire town. Who knows? Best not to risk it. It takes more than a storm to defeat this town. Now it's time to celebrate the birthday. Happy birthday, little guy.